डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Namaskar students, I am Dr. Himanshu Patel and I am working as an assistant professor in School of Computer Science of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University, Ahmedabad, and I am your instructor for this module. In today's session, we will take demonstration of various control that we have discussed in previous video lecture, like web view, video view, image view, search view, etc. Let us start this demonstration so that you can have hands-on training on how to use these various types of VGATE control in your app to make it reach. I have written these VGATE controls project for you to demonstrate the use of various VGATE controls. So I am clicking on that. It will open that project in Android Studio. So here on screen you can see that my project is loading. Now first we will understand project structure. So for that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 activity, and for every single activity there is a layout file inside layout folder. We have already learned how to add new activity in a project, but I am just repeating for you. Inside package you have to right click and then select new and empty activity. So inside activity just select empty activity. Now for example, how I had created this calendar view demo. So here I have to write down calendar view demo. And accordingly it creates my layout name, and then I have to just finish. So both the file calendar view demo layout file for activity will be added into project. So this is how I created all the 6 activities, and remember you should select these launcher activity checkbox so that you can launch a individual activity also, and then you have to click on finish. So I hope you understand how all these activities are created. Now the first part is image view. So we will discuss about image view. We have already learned about image view in previous lectures, but I just repeat as a part of VGATE controls. My layout file is initializing. So here you can see my layout file. This is my image view with name that you can see here, image view. This is my text view which does not change, and there are 3 radio buttons: radio button 1, radio button 2 and radio button 3, right? What we want to do is, when particular radio button is clicked, we want to display corresponding image in image view. So for that we should group these radio buttons in a radio group so that it can be mutually exclusive. Inside code, if you see, there is a radio group, and inside radio group I have placed all these radio buttons. Otherwise one can select all at a time. This is all about our interface. And remember the name of each radio button: radio button 1, radio button 2, radio button 3, and the name of image view is image view. And to display 3 images, I have copied those images inside my drawable folder: activity, permission and Android Studio 1. So these are my image file that I want to use when particular radio button is clicked. And remember, the first radio button is checked, so you can verify that from these property checked is set to true. So by default first radio button is checked and first image is displayed here. So how can we display image? We have already learned in SRC compact you have to write down reference of drawable file or at the drawable and slash and then file name. So my file name is activity, right? So this is how I have set initial image and initial selection. Now let us go to Java file. So here you can see my Java file. So I have 3 radio buttons, R1, R2 and R3, which refers to radio button 1, radio button 2 and radio button 3, and one image view which actually refers to that image view. So here my content view is set to activity image view demo, so that you can see here, and I have initialized the 3 radio buttons inside R1, R2 and R3 respectively. Then I have initiate or take reference of image view inside image view 1. Now we have learned that all radio buttons are nothing but a type of button. So we have to implement on click listener. So like button 1 dot set on click listener, we write down R1 dot set on click listener, and inside that I have written one method or function which actually set image. So we want to perform same task inside R1 click, R2 click and R3 click. We call the same function to set image depending on R1, R2 or R3. So let us understand the definition of set image. So after create you have to write down these function: private void set image. This function returns nothing, so my return type is void. This function is private to this class only, and my function name is set image, and it does not take any argument, so it is empty bracket. Now inside these function definition I have written if R1 is checked. What does it mean? It means if radio button 1 is selected, then we have to set image from resource, and which image we want to set? Activity, if radio button 1 is clicked. So I write down image view 1 dot set image resource, and then when you write down r dot drawable, all file name will appear here. From that you have to select file that you want to display. So here I am selecting activity. If radio button 2 is checked, it means if second radio button is selected, then I want to display this file permission that you can see here, permission, right? And if third radio button is checked, then I want to set third image, which is Android Studio 1, that you can also verify from here. If you don't understand these function, then you can directly copy this code and paste that code instead of this set image. That will also work, but it reduces coding part. So that is why we use user defined function. Otherwise you have to repeat same code 3 times, right? So this is how we use image view. Now how to test this? So right click on image view demo activity and then select run image view demo activity. So now it will build my project and launch that activity inside my phone. So my activity has started. By default first radio button is checked and image 1 is displayed. Now I am clicking on image 2. So my image is changed to second image, and when I click on third radio button, my image is changed to third image. And when first radio button is selected, again it set first image. So I hope you understand how to use image view in your app. The second demo is video view demo. So for that we have video view demo Java file, and there is a corresponding layout file which is video view demo. Here you can see that this is my text view which shows video view demo. Now here is actual video view. How to use this video view? You can go to widgets and just drag and drop that video view here and set its size, right? So this is how this video view is placed here, and the last is a button. So name of button is button, name of video view is video view 1. Now we want to use these two controls in coding part. So very simple interface. To actually play this video file, I have placed one video file in row folder of resource directory. So inside row you can see I have placed startvideo.mp4 file. How to add these? You can just drag and drop your file in row folder. Now remember, the file name should be in lowercase and it should not use any special character. Everything that is placed inside resource folder should be in lowercase and it should not use any special character. So I have placed one video file inside row directory. Now I want to play this file using this when start button is pressed inside my video view. So for that, what I have to do is I am showing you corresponding activity or Java file. So here we have two objects. One is of video view type and another is of button type. And my content view is activity video view demo, that is this file. And I can take reference of those two controls using find view by ID, and inside set on click listener of button we have on click method. So we write down our code inside this file only. First, as we discussed earlier, we have to create object of media controller class. In order to get those play and pause and forward and backward kind of functionality, we have created, this is a class media control, this is object, and this is a instance of that media controller. So the only argument is context. So you can write down activity.this as a context. Remember, my activity name is video view demo. So I can write down video view demo.this. The next line is you have to set the media controller for video view. We have created instance of media controller. I write down video view 1.set media controller to media controller. So this media controller is set as a media controller for our video view. The next line is actually specify which video we want to play. Here we have to set the URI for the video view. Now how can we specify URI for video which is stored inside our row folder? So for that we can use video view.set video URI method. Now video URI takes URI as a argument. How can we generate URI from string? So for that we have URI.parse method, and actual location or actual name of our file which is stored in resource folder we can specify like this: android.resource, then we have to write down colon and 2 backslashes plus our package name. So our package name dynamically we can get using get package name. Now remember, this is our package name in.edu.baou.widget control. So you can also write down that, but to dynamically get package name we write down get package name method, and then we have to write down slash, and then we have to specify ID of our file which is r.row.startvideo. Remember, our file name is start video. So here I write down r.row.startvideo. So this is how I can specify video to be played inside video view using set video URI method, and we have learned how to specify URI of video which is stored inside our raw folder as a MP4 file. The next we specify video view to which the controller is to be anchored. Now these media controller where we want to display inside our video view. So for that we write down media controller dot set anchor view, which is nothing but video view 1, and then we write down video view 1 dot request focus, and finally we start video by calling video view 1 dot start method, right. So this is how actual video start playing inside our video view, and using media controller we can display that control. I hope you understand how to use video view with media controller object. Next we want to run this activity inside our actual device or attached device. So for that I have to just right click on video view demo and then select run video view demo. So I am clicking on that, it will launch the activity inside my actual device. So here you can see initially there is no video in our video view control. Now when I click on start button, it will fetch that video from my raw folder and start playing. So I am clicking on start. Now you can see that video is playing and I can see this media controller. I can play or pause this video. I can pause that video, I can go backward, I can go forward, right. So I hope you understand how to use video view with media controller object to play your video. The next demonstration is about calendar view. So I am clicking on calendar view and corresponding layout file. So here you can see this is a calendar view that you can put from Vigade control. Just drag and drop this control on your layout file and it will show. Now what type of property you can set in calendar view? So here you can specify various colors like selected date vertical bar, selected week background color, unfocused month date color. So basically it is a different types of color for displaying inside calendar control. Now important property is max date and mean date. If I specify some date inside mean date and max date, this calendar view only show months between these two dates, right, and you can only select those dates, other date cannot be selected. So just place this calendar view. Now next we want to understand our Java file. So let us go to Java file. This is our Java file. Here only one calendar we want to reference, which is calendar view, and name of object is calendar view 1. Now here I am creating or initializing calendar view 1 with layout control, corresponding layout control, and this is how we can set different colors for calendar view control dynamically. For example, focus month date color, unfocus month date color, selected week background color, and set week separator line color. So basically these are the different color that is shown on calendar view. Now when user clicks on particular date, then this callback method is called set on date change listener. Now in case of button we write down set on click listener. In case of calendar we write down set on date change listener, right? And then we write down new, and automatically suggestions will appear on screen like these. How I actually write down these is, in calendar view 1 I have to write down set on and then click enter, and here I write down new, and then I have to click on first suggestions or double click. So it will write down these code for me, and inside these I want to write down coding that should be execute when particular date is selected. So I have already write down that, so I am deleting these. Now we have already discussed about snack bar. Snack bar displays at the bottom of screen. So the first argument is view, that you can get here as a first argument. The second argument is year, third argument is month, which is selected by user, and last I2 is a date selected by user. So inside snack bar, the first argument is calendar view, the second argument is message that we want to display. So here I write down I2 means date, then dash, then month, then dash, and then year. So I want to display DD, MM, YY format my date separated by dash, and I want to display for long time, and then I call show method. So let us see what will happen when particular date is selected by user. So for that we need to run this in device. So right click on calendar view demo and then select run. So it will open that inside my device. Now on screen you can see that my calendar view demo activity is running. So by default current date is selected. Now I am clicking on some other date. Now you can see that it is 8/8/21. Now I can move to next month by pressing on this button, or move to previous month by pressing this button, and whatever date is selected will be displayed inside snack bar. So this is how we can use calendar control to select date by the user. Friends, in this session we have learned about various types of widget controls. We have take demonstration for image view, video view, calendar view. I request you to write down all these activity by creating one Android Studio project and do same project again yourself. I hope you enjoy this demonstration. Thank you and happy learning.
स्वाध्यायः परः